One of the most common reasons I'm given for why people do not believe in God is because of suffering and evil in the world. If suffering and evil exist, then obviously the God of the Bible can't. That's their logic, that's their reasoning. I don't agree with it, but it's one of the most common reasons. However, one of the most common reasons people give me for rejecting the church is because of the apparent hypocrisy that they see. Well, I'm not going to go to church because that place is full of hypocrites. Well, if you've been around long, you'll know that I think the whole world's full of hypocrites, and that honest, faithful Christians are probably the least hypocritical in that we've at least admitted we're hypocrites and we're seeking Christ for forgiveness. But it's an argument for another day. But that is the reasoning that it's all you hypocrites that people reject the church because people don't live up to it. People may have rejected God. They have maybe have rejected the truths of Scripture, but they will still hold Christians to a higher moral standard, even though they don't accept it as true as themselves. But it's not only the world that demands this of Christian people or God's people. It's not only the world that would say, hey, Christians are to live differently than everyone else. God does. This is actually an expectation of God on His people. Everyone's going to answer to God. Everyone's held to effectively to the same moral standard. Do not sin against God. We could sum it up in that one phrase. Do not sin against God. And every sin effectively is against God. So do not sin. And yet everyone does. This call for purity is a call for His people. This call for holiness is a call for His people to reflect His character in every aspect of their lives. And He expects it. He calls it. He commands it. There's no part of our lives, no nook and cranny of our lives that is off limits to His holy standards. Paul calls Christians to this in the book of Philippians when he says that they are to be blameless and innocent, children of God without blemish in the midst of a crooked and twisted generation, among whom you shine as lights in the world. This is not just hidden in the New Testament, not just hidden in nuggets in the New Testament. It's all across the Scripture. We've read repeatedly across the book of Deuteronomy as we've studied that Israel, though not a one-to-one exchange or not a one-to-one transition for the church, Israel, under their covenant, was told over and over to live differently, distinctly, holy lives in contrast to the nations that they were driving out and the nations that would surround them once they had begun to live in the land.